Alrighty, here we go. Let's see if this is working. Your channel. Let's see it. Oh, here it is. I just have to change the thumbnail. Mm-hmm. Let me just beat this. Alright, upload the thumbnail. Let's see if this works now. Cool, it should. Alright, sweet. First live stream is exciting. Just spam this in every chat now. Alright. Cool, so I'm just going to get started even if I'm just talking to myself. Basically, Aurora is fucking broken after the ban list. There's no two ways about it. Like, this deck is just utterly ridiculous. And so for this stream, I just wanted to pull up a couple of decks I've been working on. Kind of talk about it, talk about the theory, see what's good and what's not, and get some games in against what I kind of perceive to be like the top decks. So I'm just going to kind of, start going through it. One thing that I've kind of noticed recently is that Aurora's hero power is, she basically has no text. Like, I don't think you can ever rely on using this hero power to give go again. I mean, this is pretty basic stuff. Most people have figured this out by now. That's why we're on like the quick succession and whatnot. And so I think what most people are kind of finding success with for now has been this like redline version. It's not playing any of the one cost quick strike cards like this Singeing Flow Stride or like, what's the other one called? The other one's really good. The one that makes an embodiment. Yeah, this one, Dashing Flashfoot. This one's also really strong, I think, but it just seems really inconsistent. And the other issue is that Aurora kind of doesn't really have any blues right now. The current funnel's really good. It's mandatory in like every deck list, which kind of sucks because I'm pretty sure this is like $8,000,000,000 right now. I actually want to pull this up. Current funnel. Yeah, holy crap. Like, this is definitely a card that you can go out and buy in 2026. But yeah, like these one cost quick strikes, kind of a little difficult to set up, especially if you're using this like quick succession game plan. Because if you think about it, you need to have the one cost, the go again non-attack action, and the blue, and something to do with the other two resources. And so obviously that does not really sound like it would be a super consistent deck. And then there's the other issue of like, how do you actually curve that out? We don't have Starfall anymore, and I think what people kind of forget is that Starfall was just really helpful as something you could just do with a resource every turn. Every turn you draw a blue, obviously. But this Scorpio plays so differently, and so this red line version is just kind of playing everything with generic go again, pretty much. All of the lightning cards in here are like some way of giving itself go again, or it's just like a payoff, like Skizzik or Rush of Power. And we're just trying to end on Scorpio as much as possible. So yeah. Here's the red line list. We're on the NIMBY stuff. I think everyone who's not playing the NIMBY stuff is probably behind. This is just like probably the most powerful thing you can do right now. It doesn't get go again off quick succession, but if you draw this on the Arc Lightning turn, it's like completely ridiculous. Normally that's when I'm breaking my snaps on though, is the NIMBY. What else? Outed is in here. It gets +1 on your quick succession turn. It's just like 3 go again. This is what I cut Electrostatic Discharge for. I think it's pretty decent. You probably have to side it out into Marionette though, because it's literally unplayable if you're marked. That's kind of sus. This is the new thing I'm testing today, the Stinging Sprite. Yeah, I have no idea how it's gonna work. Maybe it's like worse Path of Same Ends, but we'll see, I guess. I mean, I feel like it could be good. And now with this, there's actually like 6 ways of zapping our opponent on their turn, so 9 if you count the Sigil of Suffering, which is pretty interesting. What else? What else? I'm not on the other gloves, the Gauntlets of Sword and Sorcery, anywhere in this list, which I guess makes sense just intuitively. Like, we're not on any blues, so this is not a blue. This is actually just you play it every turn. It's either blocking or you playing it. I don't think you ever pitch it in red line if you can help it, obviously. Yeah, just kind of like a basic sideboard down here. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple. It's just red line Aurora. So I'm going to hop into a little spoiler here about what else is going on. Bandless is live today. That's why we're just doing this now. But we're going to look for competitive CC. And I want to play against kind of some specific heroes. So let's see if we can do that real quick. Looking to play against heroes. So I perceive Gravy Bones to be kind of like a top deck in the upcoming format. There's all these like Talk a Big Game decks going around too. I don't know if people are like, you know, have solid lists for that yet, but it'd be interesting to get some testing into that too. Obviously the Draconic Ninjas would be some decent testing. Yep, and then Acilio. And I think this is a good place to start. We actually can't do more than 3. Okay, I'm just gonna do Acilio, Gravy Bones, and Sindra then. Cool. And this should be a decent start, I think. Make sure it's public. Got the right deck. Cool. Sweet. So yeah, just get this started. See if we can get some decent tests again. A couple of things that I'm kind of like not sold on in this list is I'd like to see how Burn Up Shock does into a bunch of different heroes. Because theoretically, this is just like one of the strongest cards in the deck. It's 0 for 5 with Go Again. That's pretty insane. Especially now that a lot of Aurora stuff just got completely deleted. And so she can't really play a lot of the good like elemental cards anymore. This should be one of the stronger plays we have in the deck, but maybe it can't connect into everything. All right, sweet. So we get a game here. We are on the play. And I think this is probably fine. I think I want to bring the Bodge into this. And my sideboard is all D-Reacts, so it's probably not very helpful. I think I like the snaps into Acilio. Yeah, I'm okay with shipping this. I mean, I don't think either version of Acilio I need to be on any more than like AB2. That should be solid. So let's run this. Okay, this hand's interesting. We can actually leak a pretty solid amount of damage, and instantly we see that this is probably the version of Acilio that's doing Gone and Flash combo. So I think we are on the right sideboard for that. Now, we have a couple options with this hand. I could filter away the Skizzik, or I could just send the Rabble and leak damage, and I think I want to try and leak damage here. Ooh, Arc Lightning on top is pretty rough, but it's probably good, actually. We want to see it early. It just sucks that we don't leak 1 extra damage on the Rabble. So we leak 6 damage. That's pretty much all we can really ask for. Okay, this guy plays an instant. Cool. Oh yeah, this hand's great. Yeah, this is pretty solid, actually. So we can do Arc Lightning, Skizzik. Probably do Current Funnel into Stinging Sprite, and then Path of Same Ends. He does have AB1 here. I don't think we care about this. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take all this damage. Yeah, this hand actually goes crazy. I think we're going to get, like, probably 5 triggers of Arc Lightning. Okay, don't really care about this. He's making embodiment. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. We don't really need more than AV2 because a lot of these like arcane damage pings are just gonna be coming in for 2. If it was the Aether Flare version, I might be a little scared of just being on AV2. He wants to undo? Sure, man, why not? He's on Kindle. Okay, this is crazy. I'm instantly eating my words about AV2. That's kind of funny. Still 2 damage. He made 3 embodiment of lightnings. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to be doing. I can actually Bodge here? Is that right? Yeah, because he did Kindle. I think I'd like to save it. Let's see. So he actually is on the Comet Collision. I mean, that's just normal for the Bracers version. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be sending Aether Flare at me. I don't think we can break the Bodge because there's no guarantee that the next card we draw is actually playable. And our hand doesn't really need any help. Alright, sweet. So let's send the Arc Lightning. See what happens. Takes it. Okay, cool. That probably means that this Path of St. Ben's is going to connect. Current Funnel. Sweet. Alright. Alright, we'll send the Stinging Sprite. So Current Funnel is really interesting in this version of the deck with Scorpio, because it actually kind of acts as like 0 for 3 or 4 most of the time. If that Stinging Sprite didn't have Go Again, I wouldn't be able to send this Scorpio, and so Current Funnel enabling that is, yeah, giving us some good value. What's up, Dustin? Thanks for popping in. Damn, bro, I think we just dropped 20 damage on this guy. You gotta like the stream for that, for sure. We still have all our armor up. Like, this guy could be comboing on me. I guess we'll see, though. Yeah, that was kind of a fat turn. Okay, this is pretty interesting. So we draw the Jack B Nimbles before we draw our Nimblisms. Yeah, this game kind of sucks dick, I'm not gonna lie. What's up, Jose? Thanks for popping in. Yeah, I think this hand just blocks, to be honest. These cards block 3 though, so I think it's pretty good. Yeah. Oh, he's got the Scar for a Scar. Yeah, I'm just gonna block out. As much as he'll let me. Alright, I'm getting double Scar. I'm actually getting just touched right now. This is not ideal. Oh shit, I forgot to put on the fucking right scene. There we go. This is better. Oh my god, bro. He's just doing my same exact turn. Like 4, 4, 4, 4. Relax. I think I'm gonna block with this Bodge here. Just get my value in. Yeah, I think I'll probably end up setting this second strike. Cool. Alright. If he combos me here, I think I'm in trouble. But I think I'll be alright. Yeah, no, I just forgot to change it, Jose. I sold. It's my first stream, bro. Leave me alone. Alright, we'll set this. This hand plays. Oh, this is much better, actually. So we do have an opportunity to burn up Shock here. Unfortunately, I am getting comboed, I think. No instant on top, so that's good. He's going to draw into the Rabble. Okay, fair enough. But he discard Kindle. Damn, that sucks. Alright, I'm getting attacked for 7 damage on Ravenous Rabble. This is, like, not ideal. No, it's 6. Okay, cool. So our hand can go Burn Up Shock, Current Funnel Snatch, Outed, Second Strike, Sword. That sounds pretty good. Can this guy actually do, like, 25 damage to me through armor? I hope not. I'm just going to take this and see if I need to block anything. I'm definitely scared of going down, like, to, like, 4 or 3. I think that's probably his kill range with all this, especially if he's on Kindle and stuff like that. Yeah, pretty much just 0 for generic slob. It's probably a great mirror. Okay, he does have Astral Bridge here. And it's nice that we don't see an instant on top of the Bracers because he has this now. I'm just going to take this. It is what it is. Still not in any scary range yet. No Gone in a Flash, but I guess that doesn't really matter if he's just sending thing. Yeah, I am coming to locals. That's what this stream is for. We're testing out 3 different lists and seeing if any of them are especially strong. And so I'll probably bring the best one to locals tonight. Alright, I wonder if he pops Greaves here. I think probably not. I think he just plays the instant from hand and makes an embodiment. Yeah, no Greaves here. That's good for us. Oh, he does have this on top. The Rebel reveals this. Yeah, that's pretty good. I probably should have given armor here, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. Okay, he is going to pop the snaps. Or the Greaves. That's interesting. He knew this was on top, so... At least he doesn't get the block value. That's probably good. Ooh, this sucks. So I'd be going to 3. Yeah, I definitely should have given armor weight earlier. Alright, chat's popping off. What's up, guys? Alright, like the stream for going to 3. This is fucked up, actually. Alright, I have snaps, so I think it's okay. Most of the hand converts. I'm gonna give an AB2 here, just so I don't fucking die out of nowhere. I definitely misplayed not giving my armor earlier. So we'll start with the burn-up shock. This should be pretty threatening, I think. He does take it, so our second strike is live. That's really good. We'll start with the outed. This gets a block, nice. We got the second strike here. I think on this turn I might end up breaking snaps. I might just not, unless he gives me his whole hand. Okay, this connects. That's really good. That actually means that the snatch is probably getting a couple cards. I think he'll probably give me a 2 block in the hat here. Or maybe his hand is just all instants. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I definitely needed to block with this armor earlier. There's not really any on-hits in this deck now, is there? So, he has double Sigil. Okay. Okay, yeah, definitely breaking snaps here if he's just going to give me no blocks. That is broken. Holy shit. And it's 4. Yeah, that was actually insane draw, I'm not going to lie. And I can still swing my sword. I think this guy's just dead. This is probably an instant in hand. And my Bodge is live. Holy shit. Wait, he crowned here and I think he gave me Bodge. Yeah, sure, man. Why not? I'll take Nimblism for fun. Okay, he just surrenders here. Cool. Yeah, 17 value per turn. That's kind of crazy. But that Arc Lightning turn was really strong, so I got the Am I Gay test. Is that fucking crazy or what? What is this, man? This is what happens when you play Aurora, bro. What is this? Like the stream, bro. Like the stream for the Am I Gay test. Holy crap, what is that? Alright, we're going to clear out Acilio from here. Yep, let's play against something else. That'd be pretty sweet. Yep, GG. So that felt pretty good. I mean, we kind of high rolled a little bit. Yeah, June is over, so no more turn up for Pride Month from me, unfortunately. That game felt pretty good. I think the Arc Lightning turn just lined up so well. The Stinging Sprite felt okay. But it wasn't like incredible or anything. Targeted advertisement. Yeah, you think so? What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Like the stream, by the way, for that win. Beating the best deck in the format, allegedly. I don't know. I don't think that version of Acilio is any good, to be honest. Like, the L Arcane one seems pretty sick, though. Maybe it's better after Victor LLs. I gotta figure out how to make this chat, like, actually show up on my stream labs. It's kind of not good. Oh, I fucked it all up. God damn it. Why did I... The Stinging? What is it? Stinging, that's what it is. What do you mean, what's up, Will? Damn, bro. Did I put this on private? No, it's public. Alright, looking for Gravy Bones or Syndra? If you're Gravy Bones or Syndra in the chat, like, come help me test. I need the testing. All this testing is kind of assuming that, Yeah, that Gravy Bones is gone relatively soon, I think. Or not Gravy Bones, that Victor's gone relatively soon, I think. I'm gonna open up my own stream here. If you hear me twice, it's gonna be weird. Yeah, okay, that was weird. No, it's definitely not Stinging Sprite. It is Stinging Sprite. Wait, dude. All right, here's why I got that mixed up though. It's because wait, no, it was always Stinging Sprite. There's not a single card. There's not a Victor's gone. He's confirmed LL. He's out Friday. Yo, that's crazy. Wait, that's actually awesome. Isn't Aurora just the best deck now? Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, okay, this is actually Stinging Sprite. I just can't read. That's unfortunate. Yo, where is everyone? The stingy Sprite. Maybe that's what it is. I mean, this card is kind of stingy. Like, you got to be really greedy to play this. It's a 2-block, but it does send 1 Arcane, so it's basically a 3-block. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I can't read. What's up, Steven? Yeah, like the stream, guys. I think we need more likes on the stream before we can have someone join the lobby. All right, here we go. Talishar Gravy Bones. This is going to be excellent testing, I'm sure. Yeah, I think the card's pretty good. It seems all right. Importantly, this says deal damage to target hero. I wonder if that's going to come up. I also wonder if it's worth just playing the shocks. I think probably not. So we're going to run Bodge. And yeah, the rest of this looks pretty good. Hello. Sprite Blue. Wait, he kind of does look like Sprite Blue on the card. This guy. My opponent disconnected. Dude. Come on. I'm just going to make a new lobby. What else is on this card? I wonder if what's the wolf doing on this card? What do we think? Cuz he's kind of getting like fucked up on this card. So does that mean that these little guys, the little sprites, are the ones that are doing all this damage? Just something to think about. All right, I'm actually going crazy waiting for someone. I'm going to turn off these like looking for settings. I'll just say meta heroes, and hopefully people on Talishard know what's up. And they want to join my CC lobby. Here we go. Okay, this is fine actually. So Arachne. The way I've been playing this for a little while now is just bringing in Mad D-Reacts and siding out the NIMBY stuff. But I think we want to side out Outed and maybe keep in the NIMBY stuff and try that out. Because we can't play this. I think Burn Up Shock is ambitious, considering that we're probably not going to be able to keep big hands. And I kind of do want to keep in the Stinging Sprite. God damn it. And what else? Dude, why do people keep DCing? Yeah, this guy is getting pwned. The wolf, he's actually getting messed up. I'm not gonna lie. All right, I'm just gonna remake the lobby again. This is messed up, man. Why do people keep disconnecting? Sprite Blue Z'd him. What does that mean, Jose? Can you explain what was getting Z'd mean? All right, I said meta heroes, and we're playing against Riptide. Fuck this shit. You can't kick people anymore. That's crazy. I'm not playing against this. We need more Fluxer lore. We kind of do. I want to know. All right, here we go. Syndra, this is perfect. I mess with Volatile Fluxer. I was testing it out a little bit in a different list. So into Syndra, I definitely want the shelters. Thank you, man. I think we're gonna want the Sink Belows. One thing to consider, we're playing into Syndra. She's gonna have the Spell Void Dagger. And that might actually be kind of scary to play around. So we're gonna side out Outed because she marks us. And what else? We gotta make space for 3 more D-Reacts. I think the NIMBY stuff is probably decent into this. I'm not... Dude, like, Steven, it's not that I'm thinking so long. They just never even click if they want to go first. The letter after X is Z. Wait, that's actually true. I think we're gonna ditch... This Stinging Sprite could actually be really strong. Just getting some decent value on defense. I have no idea what to side out here. I'm gonna side out... Path of Samans might not even be that good if he's on the Spell Void Dagger. We'll try it without it and see what happens. I'm gonna be on Bodge, and I think I like the boots low key instead of snaps, considering that we're trying to play more mid range. We'll run this and see what happens. This hand is pretty decent, I guess. He's also on the boots. That's interesting. But like I said, yeah, he does have the claw here. I kind of just want to set this hand and pass, but I don't think he can really do that. Maybe we just do Arc Lightning and just fucking send it. You know how people say they're X'd out? I'm Z'd out. Yeah, he's Z'd. That's exactly what that means. So it's super cut. All right. He's like doing the slash like Z. That's kind of interesting. So he's taking this Arcane. This could be good too, just getting this Claw of Vinserakai out of the way. If he ends up doing something like Ignite and he only has one dagger to swing. He gives us the whole hand here. That's pretty interesting. Wow, the entire hand. Okay, his hand blocks 9. And we get to see a little bit of what he's on. So he's on March of Loyalty. Yeah, this just looks like a regular Cinder hand, but it only blocked 9, so we're gonna leak some damage. That's pretty good to me, I think. And his hand played, so this is a good hand to attack. I think. Get the Scorpio. If we leak 5 damage, I think that's probably better than an Arsenal. Nice, we actually do. Sweet. So we put him to 1 dagger. We leak 5 damage. Our next hand plays. I think this is pretty much all we could really ask for, to be honest. Do I think the boots are worth it? I think we're about to find out. This is the first time I've tested these boots instead of snaps. I think they could be good, just like stopping an important flick. Or potentially getting juiced by like an ancestral empowerment. So like here I guess could be a decent spot for them, but like if he does flick here, I could do the boots. But the question is, do I really need to deny this mask draw? This doesn't seem like a super important mask draw to deny. Actually, he kind of is because he's doing Art Blood here. If it's like into a Demonstrate Devotion or something, that could be scary. You just drop the thinking. They get way more value than with theirs since you deal Arcane. What I assume you mean by that is the Snapdragon's giving Go Again is going to like actually convert into damage. And that's kind of true, but if the boots stop like a Flick Knives and a card draw, then that's worth 4. So that seems pretty good to me. I think we're going to give armor here just because we kind of we can. So here's the flick. I'm not going to boots here. And this hand's also pretty decent because he warmongers me. That is actually really bad. Yeah, this kind of fucked me actually. Damn. I think my hand literally doesn't play anymore. So the snaps would have been really nice in this scenario. Unfortunately. I mean, I guess I'm just gonna pick War and send the Skizzik. Like that's literally all I can do. Or probably just the Lightning Surge. Yeah, this sucks. I got completely owned. I don't think there is any setup you can do on Peace. Like, I'd literally just be making an embodiment, and that's it. I think sending 4 damage is probably fine. So, we'll set this Skyward Serenade. We do have the Stinging Sprite here, which is pretty interesting. Importantly, 2 Skizziks in the hand. Just kind of unfortunate. I think I want to let this go. Dude, how broken is this? The Draco Fire is an instant, so you can play it under Warmongers. Like, dude, come on. Lava Vein Loyalty. I think we have a probably decent chance to block this here. So we'll block with the Skizzik. Who's spectating me? Anonymous. I know that's you, Jose. Need flow to make an embodiment. Yeah, the Hero Text is basically blank in this matchup. So the Stinging Sprite here is actually kind of terrible because he's just gonna AB with the claw. But he did do flick here. So what I can do is block this Skizzik and armor, potentially. That sounds pretty decent. But then the Stinging Sprite's converting to 3. I'll just block this. I mean, it seems like I can. There's no risk of Ancestral Empowerment here because it's not a ninja attack. So I think this is probably fine. Lava Burst is whatever. It's fine. Yeah, I'm actually pretty behind after that Warmongers. That really sucked. Importantly, this is our last Skizzik. Actually, you know what? The Stinking Sprite is not that bad if it gets Claw of Mancericide. Because then the Scorpio is gonna get in for some damage. Battlegrounds this weekend. I'm still deciding. I didn't actually get into the main tournament. I didn't sign up in time, but I might go there and just hang out, play some side events if they have any. It'd kind of be a sucky thing to not go to. Like, there's gonna be a lot of cool people there. Oh, so he does use the Spell Void Dagger here. And we'll swing. So he's down to 3 cards. That's pretty interesting. I am on 6 D-Reacts. It'd be nice to see some of them. But I guess we'll see. Let's see. I'd love to see a D-React here. All right, perfect. And this hand plays, which is nice. But it's not incredible. Ask Katie, you might get in. I'll ask her. Full day side event, sweet. Burning Blade Dance. All right, this kind of sucks, actually. But it's probably okay. We'll just take 4 here. It's really bad if he actually gets a resource here. Oh, okay, that's not good. Oh, but he uses it for Syndra. Okay. I would love for him to just pass here. All right, sweet. So we're going to Nimblism Scar for a Scar. And setting this shelter is actually insane right now. This might be exactly what we need to get back in the game. Because now we can use the boots plus just 1 card from Arsenal. Okay, we got Burn Up Shot coming up. That's pretty interesting. Okay, interesting. So we're probably... This hand's not particularly amazing, which is not good for us. We don't actually have another Nimblism to search off of this Nimby. So that's not good. What does this hand even do? Probably sinks the Nimby, is my guess. So I think we'll just take this. And then we'll take the 1. We have plenty of D-Reacts, so I don't think we're at risk of getting juiced by any reaction speed shenanigans this turn. Okay, Display Loyalty. We could also just block with the Rush of Power and something like that. But I think I like blocking with Burn Up Shock here first. I don't think it's very likely that this connects this turn. Okay, here's the flick. I still don't think we want to use the boots yet. But I think I'm not loving the boots so far. I think if it was snaps, like, there would have been a couple instances where that would have been much more helpful. All right, we do crack a fealty here. Here's Art Blood. So I'm going to start with Sync. If he does Ancestral Empowerment it, he'll draw 2. So my Bodge is live. We'll see what happens. We'll do Sync. We'll sync the Nimby. Okay, Snatch is incredible here. If he sends the rest of this hand. He does. So we're going to block this. I'd rather not be marked. And let's see this last card. Okay, Snatch. Perfect. Yeah, we blocked this out very well. And we're going to get to send our own Snatch. This ended up working out pretty well. So we took a little bit of damage, but hopefully the Snatch gets us something nice. I don't imagine he'll block this. If he does, it's pretty good for us, I think. We could see like a 3 block in the boots here, but yeah, I guess we'll see. Anyways, pretty close game. I mean, this is probably not where the position you want to be against Syndra. He hasn't connected with Mask Trigger yet, and he has been sending. He sent a 5-card hand, so we blocked it out with 2 D-Reacts. Okay, so he does give us the 3 block and boots. Interesting. Cool. We do have another D-React though. Here's Oath of Loyalty. Stinging Sprite again. I think I'm just gonna say no blocks on this. I think we're probably gonna end up sinking this Stinging Sprite, so maybe it's better to just get that out of the way now. I think so. Well, I think we'll drop the sink here. There's no guarantee we get 4 value on anything else, so we'll do this. Okay, here's Burn Up Shock. 3 block is probably Best we could ask for at this point. All right, is it worth dropping Carapace on this? He would have to flick. I think I'd actually like to keep this Burn Up Shock, because then he'll probably AB the Claw, or he'll Spellvoid the Claw. We have Press for the light for the Jack Me Nimble. And that sounds pretty good. Now, does that mean it's worth giving Carapace here? I think it does. I think this is where we want to use the boots. So we'll do that. Okay, he lets us connect, so we don't actually need to use the boots yet. We'll take this one. Or you know what, actually? We can block the boots here. Because now even if he flicks... Yeah, we're going to block the boots here. So now if he flicks, we can prevent it on the next chain link. Or he'll just pass. Okay, cool. Here's Hot on their heels. So we're just going to... Yeah, say no blocks to this. He'll flick. And we'll prevent it. Cool. And that's nice because now he can't gain a resource and swing the claw and get this mark off. So he doesn't start with the fealty next turn. Cool. You should wipe my camera. I should wipe my camera lens. You know what? I've tried that. It's just a terrible camera. Maybe if the stream pops off, we'll get a new one. You know what I mean? All right, here's Burn Up Shock. So let's see if he ABs this. He could. I expect him to. There's no reason not to, really. Plays around second strike and whatnot. Okay, he does. We'll Jack Me Nimble. We have plenty of Nimblisms in Grave. So all of these should be live. I think this is actually the last one, though, right? We had to block with 2 earlier. No, that was last game, wasn't it? Against the Acilio. So all of these are live for when we draw them. What's he giving us here? Cool. Play right into that Burn Up Shock, or into this Lightning Press. This will connect. We'll get the Vest. That's pretty decent. No Sword Swing, but I think we're in a decent spot. Okay, we do have another press here. That's very interesting. Here's Pain in the backside. This is an easy block, I think. I just want to keep him off this fealty as long as I can. We have no Skizzik in deck, unfortunately. So maybe it's worth giving Serenade and Carapace. I'm actually not sure. So we'd like to prevent Mask, which means we are probably blocking 2 chain links. Yeah, I think we'd probably like to give the current funnel here. And if we can keep the rest of this hand, that's really good. Okay, so he does not flick. That's interesting. Here's Fire Tenant. So I'd be going to 6 here. Interesting. I think this is okay. I think we can take this. He'll get the fealty, which is not ideal, but we'll see what happens. Burning Blade Dance. All right. So if we take this, he can flick. No, he can't flick, actually. He can't re-equip. So we can go to 2 here with the Carapace, if we block Carapace. And then our hand is probably make an Embodiment, +1 the Rush of Power. So it's coming in for 5. If he gives us a 3 block there, we press it and kill him. That sounds pretty good to me. Otherwise, I wonder if you're even supposed to play Bodge in this matchup, especially if you have the boots. Yeah, Faces is probably pretty good. I like Bodge because it just stops you from getting juiced by Ancestral Empowerment. And there's no guarantee that you have Face Purgatory on the hands where you'd want it, especially in this red line list. But it's probably worth testing both. That being said, I think I'm just going to give the 1 block here. He can't equip Spellvoid Dagger. That's huge. He just has to choose between flicking or... Yeah, okay. He's not going to flick the dagger. Okay, wow. Interesting. Oops, I don't mean to end my turn there. Okay, I mean, if we win the game after that devastating Warmongers, like, I think you guys might have to like the stream. So we're going to Serenade here. We're going to make an Embodiment and buff attack. This is pretty OP, because now we can actually swing the sword after this, too. This is going to come in for 5 with a pretty important on-hit. We'll see what he does. I think either way we're going to be ripping a lot of cards. Cool, so We have the second Lightning Press. He's going to go to 1 here. And I assume you'll be giving me Flick Knives on this. And now the Stinging Sprites are, like, very scary. I have 2 left in deck. I also have 1 Burn Up Shock, so any of those is just the end of the game. So we'll see what happens. I could also, if I live next turn and I can Grasp, like, it's just, he just loses. So he's going to keep 3 cards. I have 2 D-Reacts. That is pretty good. But what am I going to do about Pain in the Backside? That is kind of a scary card. I don't mind just blocking out, like sending Snatch. That sounds pretty good to me. Take some cards, like, eventually I'll fund the Stinging Sprite. Or the Shock. Okay, we are going to crack Fealty here. He's got Rabble. I think I'm going to block with Shelter first. Is that right? No, I think I'll block with Sink first. Just keep the Shelter for any shenanigans. And what's the last card? It is another Rabble. Okay. On top is Cut Through, but he has no Flick, so I actually don't even know how that Cut Through is going to connect. It's probably just going to be one of the cards he blocks Snatch with. So we draw almost all of our D-Reacts this game. That's pretty lucky, I would say. What's up, Chris? Welcome to the stream, bro. Alright, yep. So, blocks 2 here. We're in a pretty good spot. I mean, if we can just... Okay, yep, this is what we like to see. Here's Scar for a Scar. Still can't do Grasp. Unless he's just setting this card. So we'll just do this. Probably block with this Rush of Power. Here's Draco Fire. Okay, so this dagger is actually going to break. That's interesting. Cool, and we'll just send our 7 damage, take some cards. I mean, I think the game's over at this point. Like, we're in a really good spot. We draw all of our D-Reacts, though. This game, that's fairly lucky, I would say. No search. I have no Nimblisms left. Okay, there's our first AP. Katsu Fumente el Marijuana. Okay, cool, and you're just dead to Burn Up Shock. Excellent. Goodbye. And that's it. Alright, so we can beat Syndra if we draw 6 D-Reacts. That's pretty good. But in all fairness, like, the boots were fine that game. They didn't necessarily stop a draw. They just kind of blocked 2, so it might be worth testing the snaps. Alright. I think I want to get one more game on the red line list, and then switch to some of the other stuff I've been brewing up. I also need to turn my AC off. It's actually kind of cold today. So yeah, all right. That Warmongers was devastating. I think we gotta like the stream for that one. Just saying. Like that was a pretty crazy game we came back from, but have you guys seen these ginormous water bottles? Like, look how fucking it's like. Look at this next to my head. Are you serious? It is. And you know that game went especially well because we didn't get the Am I Gay test afterward. Did the boots help in the matchup? They were fine. They blocked 1 and then they prevented 1 damage. But I think I would have rather had the snaps there. We're against Cecilio again. Hopefully this is the arcane version. I'm gonna go first. Yeah, just run this same 60. Yeah, the boots were fine. I don't think I would play them again. I think the next time I play that matchup, I'd like to try the snaps. We have Nimby. We have Quick Suck. It's the Gone in a Flash version again. Alright, I think this will be the last game on this list. So let's just attack with this hand, I think. If this second strike connects, like, this is going to be a pretty strong turn. And there's no guarantee that he even blocks. He's fat decking me. What is going on? Snaps and Purg. Yeah, maybe. It was helpful having the Bodge, because I'm not scared of just, like, blocking 4 on the 3rd chain link. If he Ancestral Empowerments me, like, at least I get a draw out of it. But Face Purgatory could be good. It's just weird blocking Face Purgatory on a 3 attack when you don't know what their last card is. Because if you think about it, like you're giving essentially 2 cards to block their 2 cards. So like block the card that you're face purging on and the next chain link. Okay, so we don't connect with second strike here. That's not ideal. So we're just going to search Nimblism. And I think that's fine. Bodge is live on turn 1. It's kind of funny. He blocks with the Gone in a Flash here. That's probably huge. We'll see if it matters. This hand looks pretty sweet, I'm not gonna lie. We'll take some damage to make this Scar for a Scar live. And then the rest should just convert normally. Probably set this Lightning Surge. Oh no, not this. I guess we're basically just going to be 0 for 4ing each other, but I have more armor. Ooh, Comet Collision. Okay, it's just another... Oh, it's 3. Okay, that was terrible. Yeah, I'll show this guy what a real turn looks like. This connects. Our second strike is live. Yeah, we might as well Serenade now. We'll set Nimblism second strike for 7. That sounds pretty sweet. Set the Surge. I think that would be good. I think that's pretty good. I think this is a good turn. I imagine he'll just block the Greaves on the Scorpio, but that's probably okay. He doesn't block. Okay. Okay, yeah, he wants to, I think. Cool. It might be worth blocking this Bodge way earlier. Just because it's possible for him to draw twice on my turn with the Crown and the Hero Power. So we'll block this here. Is it worth giving more armor here to play around second strike? What do you reveal on top? Enlightened Strike. I think I'll just give the 2 block here. And that's enough. See what happens. Here's Flittering Charge. Okay, don't think I care about this now. Make a Ponder. It's pretty good. I think that was probably his only instant. Okay. Oh, wow. He pitches here, but he does Ponder into E-Strike, so that's good to know. Cool, so let's start with Arc Lightning. This turn's going to end up being pretty strong, too. We'll send Path of Same Ends here. Don't have to worry about go again on this, because we have Arc Lightning. And the rest of our hand will just convert pretty decently well. I mean, everything has go again, so this Arc Lightning is going to just go so fat. We'll do Nimblism here. Game's kind of lagging a little bit. That's alright, though. I think as long as we live the next turn, like, we're in a pretty solid spot. Okay, he leaves this on top. That's... Okay, no, I guess he doesn't want to. He's blocking here, too, so, I mean, I don't think I need to be super scared about this next hand. We'll send Surge here. And the Scorpio probably connects, too. Like, he used his 1 block already. Big turn, especially if he's blocking 2 cards here. Okay, wow, my Scorpio actually gets a second strike. That's pretty sweet. And this plays. That's pretty sweet. So we do see the E-Strike. I think I'm just going to give armor here. Make sure that I can use it on his pop-off turn. I'm not going too low. This Burn Up Shock definitely connects because we are Lightning Press gamers. We draw it at the best time. But he is on D-React, so that's something to keep in mind. So we'll send this. I think I'm probably going to end up using Snaps on this Skizik here. Let's see what he wants to do. I think the ideal scenario is he has one D-React and he uses it on this Skizik, but we'll see what happens. Here's the 3 block. Maybe not. What's he giving me here? 2 block and hat, maybe? No. Okay, so we're going to break snaps here. I think this means he doesn't have a D-React. So I'm feeling pretty good about doing Lightning Press on this snatch. I might have to refresh. Okay, no, sweet. All right, man. What do you got for me? Here's Crown. And Cloud Cover. Okay. So this is going to prevent... He blocks this out decently well, I guess. See if this connects. This Cloud Cover means he doesn't go to 1, which is good for him. Cool. We actually do connect with this. That's insane. Oh! Dude. How can you not play this deck? Like, this is just the best deck. Like, look at this. This is broken. He's going to try and kill me with 2 cards. It's not happening. What do you discard here? Lightning Press? Cool. Dude, draw Arc Lightning. Like, this is broken. Come on. Rip this. His hand is all reds. He lost. Yep, he lost. GG. Let's see, what are we doing this game? 14 value a turn? Yeah, I mean, we do back-to-back 20s. Like, that's pretty insane. Cool. All right, so that's the red line version. This is probably one of the more successful versions right now. I mean, it's just consistent. It works. It's solid damage numbers. You have good armor. You can play broken cards like Nimby, Burn Up Shock, Arc Lightning, Stinging Sprite. But I've been kind of experimenting with some other versions, and this is the next one I want to try out. So this one's on 11 blues, and it's playing more cards like the Dashing Fleetfoot, the Singeing Flowstride, stuff like that. And it's playing the gauntlets of Sword and Sorcery. So the idea is we're making a lot more flow in this deck between Volteris, the Flowstride. Yeah, that's really the only 2 cards, actually. Nice. Nice. We're liking the stream. Shout out to you guys. Anyways, I completely lost my train of thought. But, I know you, Anji. Thanks for popping in, though. Welcome to the stream. I just don't have a great camera, but if the stream pops off, like, maybe I'll get a new one. Yeah, so this list is kind of just trying to play cards that, can convert blues, but the blues we're playing are like, supposed to function in hands where you're not actually pitching in anything. So Current Funnel, obviously. Quick Succession, obviously. This is, I think, the secret spice of this deck is Trot Along. There's actually a lot of broken cards that you go again from Trot Along. There's Nimby, Path of Semen, Skizik, the Dashing Fleetfoot. Stinging Sprite actually gets it. Yo, maybe we should put that in this deck. I actually don't know. What about the 0 for 4 Make Flow on hit? Yeah, that card actually I was experimenting with a little bit. But I actually don't have that many payoffs for making Lightning Flow in this deck. The Hero Power is the best one, but if you think about it, there's Dashing Flashfoot, which generates action points, so you don't feel so bad investing one of your non-attacks into it, if that makes sense. And then the Singeing Flowstride makes a Lightning Flow when it hits. So, like, if you just have one Lightning Flow... Also, Spark Spray's in here. Yeah, honestly, you're right. I think you're right. This should be Spark Spray. All right, cool. Nice. Good comms from the chat. So we want Flow Strike. Whoops, wrong one. What's it called? I don't even remember what it's called. Where is it? Here it is. Flowing Storm Strike. Yeah, Stinging Sprite with CLB would have been demonic, bro. You taking this to the Battleground? I am not playing in the Battleground as of right now, unfortunately. But this is definitely... I would definitely be playing Aurora if I was in the Battleground. I think this deck is super underrated. Especially if Victor's LLing. Yeah. So yeah, Trot Along. I think it's pretty sweet. Brush of Power, it gives go again to Path. Yep. Jack the Quick if you need. Nimby, stuff like that. Skizik, that's important. The Stinging Sprite if we want to play that. Yeah, so let's run this up and see what happens. I have to watch an ad to clear, but my computer's actually magical and I don't have to, so it's pretty sweet. Nice update, guys. Run it up in competitive CC. See what happens. Nice. We got a game into Ziggy. That's pretty interesting. So I imagine Ziggy could actually be pretty strong into this strategy. We're going to go first. Also, this is on Tunic, so that's kind of interesting. So we'll run the base perg, definitely. And I don't think we want to run anything else. Like, I'm on Vaporize Shock. I just think this card's really cool. And it also kind of helps your Vincent matchup, which could actually be could be sweet into Vincent. Yeah, anyways. Yeah, I just think that matchup could be strange. All right, so we'll run this up. Deck looks sweet for people that wrote it off as bad. I think so. Like, I think it's probably better than people realize. A lot of the builds people were doing in the first couple of weeks were just super unoptimized versions of this deck, like that are trying to play the blues. Because they all want to jam Tempestuous Kiss. I'm on it. I'm not sure about it. I'd like to play this into like an aggro matchup and see if it's any good. But I just feel like it'd be difficult to connect, and also the fact that it costs 2 is really bad. Because how do you actually spend that last resource? Pretty difficult. One idea I had with this card is you play Heart and Crossstrap, the Katsu card, because if you play that on an Arc Lightning turn, you get 1 ping from popping the Heart and Crossstrap, and then this is free. So could be interesting. Just as like a one combo. This guy disconnected, dude. What is happening today? Gives me Puffin vibes, being dangerously underrated. I guess so. I mean, Puffin's kind of that similar like strong armor, mid-range aggro deck. Her on hits are. This guy needs to fuck off, like with the Riptide. I'm not playing against this bullshit. Puffin's pretty cool. I mean, there's this weirdo Jose playing it at our locals like every week, and it kind of looks strong. So that's I think I think I agree with him though that Puffin's like 1 card away from being like potentially top tier. But yeah, I guess we'll see. Jarl. All right. You know what? We'll try against the Jarl. We'll see what happens. We'll go second. He's telling me to have fun against playing Jarl. Yeah, right. So this one's on more blues. So I imagine we might actually have a more decent time into this deck. We'll see what happens. Okay, my first hand is completely broken. We'll see if I get to keep it. What is this? Destroy this, put a card from your arsenal on the bottom, draw a card, create a Spellbane Aegis, and that's his only AB, and he's on AB2. I don't know if this is correct. I'm getting fucking Oakenhold in turn 1. Okay, it's just no fuse, though. Is it crazy to just take this and keep this hand? I don't think it is. I don't think so. I'm going to block Snatch. I don't think this is connecting anyways. But I just want to take the rest of this. Like, play out the Serenades and the Arc Lightning seems really strong. A blue here might be nice. Just so we don't get Stalagmited. Oh my god, bro. His turn was broken. Okay, this is pretty good too. So we're going to Arc Lightning. If we end up pitching into Stalagmite, I think that's okay. Just getting that 1 block out of the way. Might be a test of some of the better decks with Victor LLing. Yeah, I agree. Why did we Jacques only 1 card? Because it's fucking Jarl. Like, this guy's not killing me, and I want to play this hand out. Okay, I do get Stalagmited here. I guess he's trying to keep this hand. So we'll play the Serenade. Pitch this. Embodiment, Skizzik. He is taking these arcane pings. That's notable. Makes me think he's probably only on like 1 blue, or he needs both blues. Potential pummel angle, perhaps. I mean, that's probably what I predict. Like, if he's not pitching to blue here, I think he might actually just be trying to pummel me. We'll see if it lines up. Or he's trying to do some other bull-ass shit. We'll see what happens. So we get Stalagmited, and somehow we're leaking, like, 8 damage anyways? This does not seem right. What do I get here? Okay, I actually get the gauntlets. That's pretty cool. So he just gave me. All right, he's keeping 5 cards. I'm kind of scared. I really hope I can Faceberg on this next hand because I'm definitely ripping it. All right, sweet. This hand does Faceberg. Excellent. Trot along. Key card. Boulder drop. Yeah, right. I'm not getting fucking pummeled. This is the quickest Faceberg of my life. But do we actually want to keep Skizzy Quick Succession? I think so. This seems good. What do you got for me, brah? Maybe it's 2 blues in hand and he's holding Pummel and Arsenal. We'll see what happens. Okay, we draw a second Quick Succession. CNC. Discarded. Interesting. And it's Sigil of Solace. What the hell is going on, man? Okay, so I guess the Faceberg was completely useless, but whatever. We're going to set the red Quick Succession, I think. And we're just going to play out the blue. So see what I'm saying? Like, the blues are... You have to be able to play them in any hand that's not pitching. Wow, I actually get Slagmate here. This guy's a fucking freak. And if it's someone in chat, I take that back. You're not a freak. You're awesome. I got buffed. I don't know what that means. Oh, this hand is broken. Yeah, this hand is actually insane. I'm getting boulder dropped. Come on. I think I have no choice but to take this, I think. I'd like to grab Nimby here. Or I'd like to put the Scar Scar on top, I think. If I get pummeled here, I'm going to cry. Okay. I'm crying. That's really sad. This hand would have been excellent to keep. So we're going to probably discard. I'm actually not sure. I'd like to do... I think it's discard Nimby, top Arc Lightning, perhaps? Let's math it out. So we play the Quick Succession. The Dashing Flashfoot comes in. Or no, actually, you know what? We do Quick Succession into Scar for a Scar, and then we do the bluffed, not buffed. He did High Key Roast, you forced out your Faceberg on open door for you ice early. I don't really understand what that means, but you know what? You cooked, bro. In any case, I do believe this is the angle here. On top the Arc Lightning. The other thing about this is we just draw Arc Lightning next turn, so we're gonna Quick Suck. We're gonna Scar. We don't have to worry about any more Stalagmite, which is nice. And we actually are probably gonna leak some damage this turn. Well, to be fair, the Jarl did end up like he could have blocked this CNC, and he could have played the Sigil out. So he ended up taking a lot of damage. So even if he does get my Faceberg out, like he took so much damage to do that. I think my Purg got value in the sense that he took like 10 damage to do that play. But we'll see if you're right. It's truth also that having the open equipment slot is kind of spooky. So hopefully this leaks some damage and we get the embodiment. It seems like this guy's not really into playing ice cards. I think all the ice cards we've seen in this game have been pitched. If he wants to Agmar you down, like, that's fine. I don't think it's going to help. We get 2+1s out of this Quick Succession, too. That's pretty sweet. And we do keep the embodiment. Cool. What's he got for me? Titan's Fist. Unfortunately, my hand is not doing much. I think it's just take this, pitch to send the Flow Stride into Sword, set the Arc Lightning. Yeah, you're probably right, Will. What are we doing about this? I think it's probably just take the 4, to be honest. Let's see what happens. It's not ideal pitching Arc Lightning here, unfortunately. But we'll keep up the pressure. He takes this, so we have a flow now. We'll keep in mind what happens to this flow. We're going to press this. He's taking a lot of damage. Cool. Scorpio out. Maybe even up life here. See what kind of bullshit he's got going for me. I mean, he's definitely taking all this damage because he fucking brought AV2. Like, what is this? We draw 3 blues here. So I guess this is probably a decent time to get CLF'd, is when you draw 3 blues. And we're getting boulder dropped. So I think I'm just going to block 5 on this. Yeah, that seems alright with me. Maybe even block 6 and just like pitch Volterra's. Or block 7, I mean. Because we could send this, or we could just block it here. It's probably leaking 1 damage in, but I think I need the life right now, and I can just pitch this, make an embodiment. That doesn't seem that good. Also, I can't make the embodiment because I'm paying 4 into it. This is kind of difficult. So we have Arc Lightning too, but I think I just want to block this boulder drop, like so. Just send the path. All right, we will make this lightning flow. Hopefully the CLF is stay up very long, because we are actually in kind of a rough spot right now. Tunic's up though. That could be helpful. We shall see. Do I have to refresh or what? Okay, he pops this. So he's now AB-less, Arcane Barrierless. And we'll prevent 1. That's probably good, right? Means I don't get to swing my sword. Let's see no blocks here. Alright, this guy's gonna have to hurry up a little bit. I ain't got all day. Okay, we're gonna connect for 3 here. That's interesting. Interesting hand. But we are probably going to be under CLF. Or some kind of disruption. Okay, I'm getting Imposing Visaged. Interesting. This could be the point where he actually tries and puts a -1 on my armor. No, what is this? He's going to put a second CLF in? Interesting. Yeah, this is not good. And we're getting mangled. So what we can do here is NIMBY search the blue Nimblism. I am on that. But is that any good? Or do I just block out? I don't really think I'm at risk of getting fatigued right now. We could just block this out and go next. And I don't think that's that bad. Like, he kind of invested a lot into this. So let's see. So I would do NIMBY, probably pitch the Storm Strike. Oh, I kind of need the Storm Strike, especially if I'm playing Arc Lightning so I can swing my sword. So we do NIMBY. That's 1 resource. Probably pitch the Nimblism. Search blue NIMBY, or yeah, search blue Nimblism. I'd have to pop my snap, so that's 1 resource. Arc Lightning. Yeah, I don't think there's any way we can pay for all this, so we're just gonna block out here. I think he kind of invested a lot into this turn, and it's pretty easy to just block out. So we'll see what happens. If he disrupts me now, then I don't think anything changed from last turn. other than we're 4 cards less in deck. And this hand is quite strong, so I think we're in a pretty good spot if the CLF doesn't stay up. All right, guys, if we beat this Jarl, like, we're gonna have to like the stream because this is kind of a crazy game so far. I definitely did get juiced on my face perg, but this is kind of interesting. Like, if Blue Aurora can play under, like, you know, without a headpiece for most of the game, I think that's a pretty good sign. Okay, we're getting Terra Sundered, and I don't think we can block this, unfortunately. Fortunately, CLF is not staying up, so assuming that we just take this and we discard 2 cards, we could discard potentially the Rush of Power. Maybe not, because I'd like to do NIMBY, search a red Nimblism off the Arc Lightning, and then potentially do Rush of Power and pop my snaps on that. So in that case, we'd be discarding Quick Suck and Singeing Flowstride. But is there a better play? We could also just do Arc Lightning, Rush of Power, send my sword. Yeah, face perk block here too. That's pretty good. So let's math this out. So we do, oh fuck, thinking. We block 3, +3, +2, +1, +4. I mean, that sounds pretty good taking this 5. But I don't want to be too low. I think we'll take this 5 and just see what happens. Like, we have 2 Arc Lightnings in deck still. There's no guarantee he disrupts us again. Oh, we could get disrupted again. I think I'll take the safe play here and just give him this 3 block. I don't think we're in any rush to get this Nimblism engraved since we already have one there. And this is like probably fine. We do just 2 card 7. We still have an Arc Lightning in deck. This is even better than 2 card 7 actually. Keep our Tunic up too is pretty sweet. But the longer this is not getting used up, I'm gonna get kind of concerned. So we're threatening like real damage here. His Barkskin is also not online yet, importantly. He's gone through 2 Carapace. This makes me think that I'm probably getting Fellinged at some point. The fact that he's on these all these Earth cards. This also plays around Plowhunter, I guess. Damn, I planned that. Like the stream, yeah. Cool, so we actually get 5 block here. I wonder if he ends up preventing any of this. He probably just prevents the Sword Swing, I would assume. Okay, he prevents the Arcane. That's good for us. Probably a misplay on his part. Let's see what happens. Maybe he just has Fiddler's Green to give on this. I think we have seen that get pitched. So we'll see what happens. Wait, why is the... Hold on, the title of this is literally called Atro Zero Livestream. What is that? We're definitely going to have to change this title. There we go. That's much better. We're going to save that. Guys, refresh the stream and tell me if this title is better. Oh, whoops. I didn't even do it. Hold on. Don't refresh it yet. I'm looking like a fool right now. Save. Changes saved. No, dude, I want to save. What the fuck? Well, now I'm the one taking up the sketch time. That sucks. Why is this not saving? Okay, we get Titan's Fisted here. Pause. I think we just take this. Turns on Scar for a Scar. We also have Flow Stride here. I think we're probably pitching into this Trotolong. Maybe not. I don't think we have to, actually. I think it's just block the Trotolong, Scar, Skizzik, Tunic for Flow Stride. Or is there something else we can do? We could also just use Gauntlets. I think I'll just take the damage. I mean, I have to take the damage here. But I have to take at least some damage. So the Scar for a Scar is turn on line. He doesn't Everbloom. Okay, interesting. So we'll send this. Kind of see what we can get out of this guy. This kind of looks like a hand where we want to break snaps. But we don't have to. But that does let us use up our Tunic resource, I think. Oh, no, it doesn't. I'm such a fool. Okay. He's blocking 4. So we're just going to consider our options for a moment here. We can Skizzik, break snaps. But I don't like doing that because then we don't get to... How do we send the sword here? We do Trotolong, Skizzik, Flow Stride, break snap, sword. That sounds good to me. Cool. So Trotolong is a sword swing here. That sounds OP. And it gives Skizzik +1. This card's broken, I think. I think this might be the secrets. I just really wish that I could save my changes to the title of this live stream, but it's not letting me. Now it's saved. Okay. Soul Tunic here. It looks like we have a good opportunity to sword. I think I'd like to break... I don't think Breaking Snaps is actually very good here. I think we can normally get more value out of it than just one sword swing. So in that case, the Trotolong was not a sword swing. Bruh. Well, in that case, I think I just misplayed this whole turn. Because I'm not supposed to play the Trotolong. I'm definitely just supposed to play out the hero power. So that was foolish. Another Imposing Visage. Let's see what he grabs here. I'm glad he's using this instead of just playing out the auras. Alright guys, if you're still listening, refresh the stream and tell me if this title is better. I think it's kind of fire. We do get Crumble to Eternity on the snaps, but that's fine. I was probably going to break this on the next turn anyways. We do have to block Titan's Fist. And I think I'm going to block Titan's Fist by not blocking it, so... Sweet. We have Quick Succession here. I like breaking snaps on Quick Succession turns because it means that we can get +1, obviously. We're actually threatening lethal damage here, which is important to note. I'll probably break snaps on this Snatch. But I imagine he'll probably be covering that up. We'll see what happens. Maybe he cares about me having this 4th Lightning Flow. Nice, we lead 2 here. We make Flow. We'll send the Snatch. What you got for me, bro? Interesting that he puts the okay, so we are gonna break snaps here. He's gonna open block this. What do you got for me? This is kind of suspicious. Blue Nimblism is very interesting here. We do get to use it to send the Lightning Surge, and I think that's what we'll do. Cool. So he has to give me pretty much his whole hand now. This is threatening lethal, and the sword is also threatening lethal. I think this is a wrap, guys. I think this is a wrap against the Jarl game, so... He wasn't exactly playing like Wasn't exactly playing like a fatigue plan. Okay, so he does have Sigil here. That's probably as good as it can be. Alright, well, it's a little fucked up. I think this deck is actually broken. So we can kind of use up our flows now, converting these blues. This flow strike is just going to be coming in for 5 after I pump it. But yeah, most of the title is just clickbait, Will. Alright, we'll pump this. He goes to 1 now. Pretty good for us, I think. I can also suss out that there's probably no D-React here. Oh, reveal a fucking blue. But I guess that's going to happen when you play Rabble in a 10 blue deck, huh? So we can send the Surge, but I think I just like to send Scorpio here. It'll fiend out a card. If he has CNC or Plow Under, like, I'll just cry. Block with Plow Under. Interesting. That means he's the second one. Surely. Yeah, here it is. It's going to come eventually. Thankfully, our hand still converts anyways. We can actually do... No, we can actually not do Hero Power and Gauntlets. But that's okay. The Nimblism converts. We'll just be able to take his whole hand here. We'll take some damage. We have Tunic to stop any Blizzard shenanigans. And yeah, I think we want to send this Nimblism on the Rush of Power. Let's see what happens. I think we're just taking his whole hand here and zapping him. Except we don't have any zaps in this deck, so it's more like metaphorical. Cool. I think this Lightning Surge is going to seal the deal. Cool. Undefeated on Aurora today. I mean, I think we might have to like the stream for undefeated on Aurora so far. Hopefully we can... Who's playing here? Who's playing a Jarl Mirror? Oh, freaking Noah. This guy. Let's run back on the blue list. I think if we're just playing against anything that's not like a top 3 deck, I'm just gonna remake the lobby. Somehow I have alt arts here. I don't know why. Jarl again. Fuck off. I don't know why everything just turned to alt art. That's not supposed to happen. Cores, hello. Welcome to the stream. I don't know if you've ever seen this game before. No, I'm just waiting for someone to join up. Alright, anyways. The blue seems pretty good. I mean, the Tunic doesn't get incredible value that game. Against Vincent, very interesting. We're going to take first here. This is an interesting matchup. So I do like to bring in the Vaporized Shock against Vincent. But importantly, we are not on Burn-Up Shock or any other way to, like... Well, we're on Arc Lightning, but that's pretty much our only way to just do, like, a really huge Vaporized Shock. But I think this card's really interesting because it just trades with a Malefic Incantation and a Rune Chant. And potentially that could just be game-winning. I'm going to take out the blue Quick Succession, I think, just because it's another yellow we can play. Other than that... we have AB1 on the Gauntlet. Do we want to play the Boots? I don't think so. I think this is just here for Marionette at this point. And we'll be on the Face Purg. Yeah, I'm okay with shipping this. This looks pretty solid to me. I think we'll just send the Storm Strike and set Surge. And maybe we can juice them on a pump on this. But I imagine they'll just block 5. Okay, they're going to block more than 5. Awesome. Is it just worth breaking snaps here and popping off? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. I am going to pump this down, just get rid of the Foe Stride. I don't think we need that yet. Especially when we have so much go again already. Okay, we do draw the Vaporized Shock. This is interesting. And it is on an Arc Lightning turn. This hand is actually kind of insane. So he does play out the Malefic. He plays out 2 Malefics. I'm actually going to ruin this guy's day. Holy crap. Alright, let me show you guys the power of Vaporized Shock. He's got Deathly Wail here. He's got a Chant. So, we're going to Arc Lightning. Let's assume he just ABs everything. This Vaporize is still trading with a Malefic. He takes 1 damage here. This Vaporize is setting him back a turn. I think we're about to win the game, like, on turn 1. Not to mention, we also draw Nimby on the Arc Lightning turn. Wow, the game just ended. I think it did, Will. I really think it did. Yo, like the stream for Vaporized Shock. We're literally we're blowing our vape smoke on this guy right now. Look at the guy on this art. It's like he's just getting sucked into the fucking abyss on the left. That's gonna be this Vincent. I am okay. One thing though I am concerned about is we could potentially get face perked on whatever we do our what's it called? Our Nimblism on. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna search this. We're gonna hold the Nimblism. We'll do Surge and then we'll send Snatch last. He's gonna face perk and we're gonna Vaporize Shock him. Dude, I've foreseen it. This game's gonna be over in 3 plays. Ready? Here we go. 1. Here's the first one. I hope he blocks with a Rooster Rune Chant. That'd be awesome. Okay, he takes it. He's taking so much damage here. He thinks he's gonna pop off on me. He like look at this. He's keeping his whole hand. Okay, here's the second card. 2 cards. Boom. Take the damage. Yep. Here's the third card. All right, incoming face perk. Oh, guys. It's even worse. He's just gonna let me hit off Snatch. What do we draw? Oh, that's a good card. Okay, and goodbye. I send you to hell now. My Vaporize just got 1 value from the damage, 5 value from destroying shit, and that's because he only had 1 rune chant. Like, if he was a little more set up, it would have been worth more. I did 18 damage and disrupted him, and I draw a card. Like, I think the game's over. Like, what do you even banish here? And my next hand is broken. Okay, that's pretty good, the destruction. I won't lie. But he's probably, like, what's he gonna do? Break his hands? Oh my god, dude, he's breaking his hands turn 1. Like, that's insane. Show me no shadow action and I can protect this. That'd be pretty sweet. Okay, he's mobs, guys. Interesting. I think this is potentially a face perk angle. Just because we're already so ahead. But my hand is literally 2 scar for a scar, so that makes things a little more complicated. We also... This is also our only blocking equipment, but this is mobs, guys. That's fucking scary. So let's take the chance. And I think we're just going to face perk on this. Yeah. We'll block with the Nimblism and the Scar for a Scar. This is exactly 6. Cover this up. That's a decent draw. No, this draw is pretty good, actually. I don't think the Scar for a Scar is going to end up getting shot off this turn, though, unfortunately. Dirge. Okay, that's pretty good. So I do end up losing my arsenal here. That's not ideal. Okay. Oh my god, give me a break, man. I get succumbed, too. So he takes the Serenade, and I'm getting flailed. Dude, I'm getting fucked right now. I think it's probably worth blocking this flail. Yeah, so let's do that. But he did use his hands for this. He uses his hands, and he kind of keeps a big hand to do this, so... I don't think we're in a terrible spot. He doesn't really have any setup now. I imagine he's just going to take a setup turn here. And this hand plays. Incredible. Wow, okay, that's pretty much the best we can ask for in terms of setup. So this guy's definitely not out yet. Not out of the game yet. We are going to Arc Lightning here. And I think we're just going to pitch into Flow and Storm Strike with our Tunic. So we'll do that. Get some value out of this. Okay, he does have Reduce, so we did need this to connect. Or we did need the +1 for this to connect, I mean. We'll send the Jack Be Quick here. Important to know, we don't have blue Nimblism for this. Okay, he just surrenders. Okay, awesome. That was great testing, man. What would I have I gotten hit by? I'm probably taking... Or I imagine he just blocks with most of this. He doesn't have anything to pitch into the Envelop with. I don't even know why he's still on Envelop if he's not on blues. But that was pretty good. I mean, the Vaporized Shock definitely got a lot of value that game, I think. But he did end up... But he just had... I guess all it did was he ended up having to commit a lot more armor for that. Another thing I'm noticing is this blue build, like, I don't think I drew a single one cost card that I didn't block with. So that was kind of rough. But I think I'm going to switch it up. So let's go to the last list. We'll play a couple games of that. So this is something that I haven't really been seeing anyone try out yet. But I'll just show you guys real quick. I'm not so hot on this build, but I think it's very interesting to explore. So this one's actually playing Instants. It's on a pretty hefty blue base. It's on 11 blues, which is the same as this deck. And so it has room to play the Dashing Flashfoot and the Singeing Flowstride. But this one's actually on way more instants. So we're on Discharge, we're on Press, stuff like that. And I think this card's really interesting, the Arcanic Reproach. So it's a block 3 instant, which is pretty crazy. And it just kind of like counter burns as long as you have it up. And one thing you can do with this is, so the game we played against the Jarl, there was a point in the game where we just had 4 flows stacked up that we weren't really using. So this is kind of like converting flows into damage. And also you can pop your Sigil of Lightning and Sigil of Voltaris to trigger this. So that's kind of where I'm starting off with this. The blue base is just this instant package. I'm also on Cosmic Flare, so this is another instant. We're actually on more, more resource cards than the first game, but our resource cards in this deck are actually just being used to facilitate like Gone in a Flash, Flow State Embodiment, Flittering Charge. And this card I think is actually very interesting. So when we're playing these like niche Aurora strategies, one of the big things we have to consider is how many block threes we have. So like in this deck, the blue version, you know, all of our blues are just blocking well, like Trot Along blocks, the Current Funnel block, I mean, you know, stuff like that. But when we're trying out, like, I was experimenting with this version of a deck where you play all of the cards that make flow on hit, but they all block for 2, so it's kind of just hard to play them out, especially when you don't draw the blue with them. But this card's really interesting. It blocks for 3, and if you play a flow, it's 1 for 6, or if you play an instant, it's 1 for 6 on hit, make a flow, which I think is pretty fucking strong. Like, this is an insane card, and so we're kind of just trying to see how much power we can extract from the instants. And this isn't even the only one that interacts with it. We have 12 cards in here that interact with instants. Flittering Charge and Gone in a Flash, obviously. But Flow State Embodiment sounds absolutely incredible in this deck. Just being able to make embodiments for stuff. You might not always need that. I mean, most of this deck has natural go again anyways. One thing I am concerned about in this list is it's not on NIMBY. So we'll have to see if there's kind of enough stuff we can cut where we can maybe put the NIMBY back in. I'm not sold exactly on the Arcanic Reproach, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, if we can just make a fuck ton of action points and bounce Gone in a Flash a bunch of times, like, I think that'd be really awesome. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. We'll load this up. There we go. Cool. And yeah, we'll just wait for someone else to join. That was quick. Dude, get out of here with Jarl. Why is everyone playing this? I just gotta put down, not interested in playing against Jarl. No interest in playing against Jarl. Fuck off. Cool. Anyways, all right, yeah, like the stream for Instant Aurora. I mean, this is, I don't think I've seen anyone else try out a build like this before, but they pretty clearly wanted you to build around this card. It's Lightning Runeblade 3-block instant. Like, come on. That's insane. A blue block 3 instant? Like, what's going on? And if we can keep this around for a while, like, this could be pretty strong. All right, so we are against Gravy Bones. Let's go first. I don't think we want to play a crazy amount of D-Reacts. We don't need Crown. And you could play Lightning Greaves in this build. Like, isn't that just insane? So, yeah. Gravy Bones is probably the boogeyman of this format, I would imagine. If you don't have a good plan into him, I don't think you're in a good spot, but... Okay, so... I've never seen this alt art before. I don't know why I just suddenly got, like, all of the freaking alt arts on my Talishar. It doesn't make any sense. This hand's really strong. I think I just want to set past. Don't give him a chance to filter, unless he plays something out. Cool, so we'll set the Quick Succession. It's just, you know, the card I want to get disrupted less. We draw a Path of Same End. That's pretty good. What do you discard here? Chum. Makes sense. Okay. This guy's playing pretty quick, so he seems to know what he's doing. That's good for us. All right, cool. I think we'll probably send these first couple Arc Lightning pings into the chum. I would like to just clear this out. So, yeah. Yeah, first one into chum. He's going to Compass here. It kind of sucks that our first big Arc Lightning turn is just clearing chum, but it is what it is. So we'll send in the Rush of Power at chum. We can clear this. We don't necessarily need to hit this, but I think we just will. Just make it easy on ourselves. And then we have Quick Succession, which is nice. We get the extender for this turn. And if Path of Same ends up, you know what? Actually, it might have been better to send that ping at him, because if he pitches a blue into it, then that means after he ABs the Quick Succession and the Rush of Power, he would have to pitch a whole nother blue to AB the Path of Same Ends Arcane Ping. That might have been a little bit better, and just leave the chum up. If he ever does it like in response to the Quick Succession, then I just ping that chum, and that's probably fine. We'll see if he does end up pitching the blue here. I think he probably will. Especially if there's no okay, he's dead threads. That's probably good for us. Because that means he probably might not want to commit much more into that. Here's Rush of Power for 5. This is a pretty insane on hit. Nice. See, does he AB this? Nope. Cool. So that probably means this Path of Same Ends is connecting. What do we got? Nice. That's insane. We get so much value out of this connecting. 2 from our non-attacks, and we get the Scorpio. I imagine we get a hook here. Nice. All right, that was a pretty efficient turn. We clear chum, do 13 damage. Sounds good to me. And our Tunic's going to be on 3 for this Flittering Spike. That's pretty sweet. Here's Swabby with Leyline. Damn, bro. Okay, I'm kind of getting shit on right now. Is there a way I can stop this hook? I don't think so. I think I can only block 8 at the most and still have a turn. Not ideal. I also think it might be worth potentially sending the flow strip. Do we just have to leave the Swabby up? That sounds so bad. He'll hook here. This is an insane turn, but he did have to keep 5 cards for it. Let's go through options. So we don't have another pitch card to play out both of these. I think one of these is definitely getting blocked with. The Quick Succession is also not particularly helpful right now. I think we could actually block this hook if we do Flow Stride, Succession, and Armor. And I think that's what I want to do here. We'll send the Flittering Spike plus Lightning Press, and that sounds pretty good. So this is like the ideal combo is when you have these two. We're going to do Tunic. We'll send basically 2-card 9 plus a Flow. And maybe he actually gives us some block on this. He does. So he gives me 6. Do I have a yellow? Yeah, I do. It's a shame. And we'll pump this. Cool. I could have also just sent it into the Swabby. That might have even been better. Get the Lightning Flow. Okay, this is not ideal, this hand. So we'll probably just take 7 here. Yeah, I think so. Actually, you know what? This hand is fine, because we can just make a embodiment of lightning. Our hero has text in this deck. So we'll send the path. I guess when it attacks a hero, deal an arcane. Okay, that's not great. Especially if he has fearless. Yeah, I probably should have sent this face. Yeah, okay. This is a fucking mistake. But basically his fearless just blocks like the sword anyways. It's not that bad. So we'll make an embodiment. We'll send this face. Cool. And then we'll just swing Sword at the Swabby. And I'm pretty sure he's ally-less. Yeah, that's pretty good for us. Cool, so we keep a Lightning Flow up. One thing I've noticed is that when you are actually pitching into oh, this hand is fine actually because we set a never mind. We set so. Oh, fuck off. Yeah, this sucks. I don't think there's much we can do about this. So he activated gold. But that's the only card he drew this turn. So we're going to just cry, I guess. Like, fuck. We can't block this, right? No, I don't think so. Yeah, this sucks getting conked here. It's our only attack. That's the other thing, I guess, about playing this many instances. You do kind of have to yeah, I get shown sometimes by drawing hands like this. So I think we're gonna do Sigil Voltaris and probably pitch into Hero Power plus Grasp, and that's just the best we can do at this point. And we're just kind of behind now. So I'll take the one. I think I'd like to use Hero Power here. Yeah. And we'll make a Rune Chant. And hopefully we don't get conked again. But he's still ally-less, so I mean, maybe not attacking is fine here. This hand, what is going on, man? Okay, he does have port side. But he discards a Load Shark. That's interesting. Are we getting conked again? Okay, here's Tipple for 4. That's interesting. This is our only attack, though. So, what's up with that? I don't think I can afford to block this Skizik here, but... yeah, I think I'm just going to take this 4. Like, he'll get all the fucking money he wants, I guess. He'll be 5 gold after this. We'll see what happens. I imagine he'll probably start drawing, in which case I can actually pop my Ballage. Yeah, okay. So his hero power is still live. We're gonna swell here. Okay, so he does actually have an access to an ally this turn. Fortunately though, we're gonna fucking double zap. We're gonna double zap the Sawbones when he swings it. Yo, this guy's actually gonna get shit on. This is exactly what we need to get back into the game. Yes, please swing it. Please swing it. Get fucked, bitch. Oh my god, it says target hero. Dude! What do you mean this says target hero? This card sucks. Oh, here's a good card, though. Dude, what do you mean Sigil Voltaire says target hero? Are you joking? Alright, well, this is not good. I think we're probably just gonna take this 6. I mean, yeah. This sucks. We're going to... I think we should just play out one of the... no, I mean, there's no point, really. So we have Tunic up. I think we're just going to start with Skizik into the Sawbones. Yeah, he prevents this. I mean, he used it. We don't necessarily have to now. I think we might even just ignore this and try and push damage. Is that right? I don't know. I think this is pretty threatening. But he has no other allies engraved, so maybe we can just ignore this for now. So yeah, we'll send the Skizik face, I think. And if he doesn't AB this Rune Chant, I think we're in a pretty good spot. That's why I didn't play out these Sigil Voltairis, because he knows that there's a chant coming at him anyways. Now it's looking good. Like, I can just play one. Or both. Okay, he sinks this. That's fine. I also wonder if it's worth just pitching in a Grasp before I play this Flittering Spike. I don't think we're really starved for action points right now. So, yeah, I'm gonna do that. This is not ideal. Just having to pitch for 1 damage here, but it is what it is. We're gonna pump this. We'll see if he ends up being this chant. He does not. It's good for us, I think. It's got Sunken Treasure here. I don't think I have yellow to flip, though. Do not. Is there any yellow to flip? There is. He's a Leyline and a Loan Shark. Cool. So we're going to Volteris here. He'll take some damage. Life totals are getting a little more even, but this is kind of looking like a hand where he might play out Chum. Okay, no, it's another Sawbones. That's okay, I think. We might even just... Whoops, didn't mean to do that. I think this is probably the turn we pop our Greaves. Okay, he's got Threads. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, sure, why not? He's gonna hook. Sure. Does that change anything? It might. We pretty much just want to clear out these 2 allies, especially if he's going goldless for this. I think he kind of misplayed doing this. He's allyless and grave. He's gonna go to 0 gold. I don't really mind just giving... Yeah, this doesn't seem so bad. I'm just gonna give 6 block here. So, yeah, do that. We'll attack one of the paths into Sawbones. And probably just the Gone and Flash too. Keep the Volteris. Yep, it's gonna prevent this. Makes sense. We'll path into this one so we don't get juiced by Fearless. We have Tunic to give this go again. That's not what I meant to do at all. All right. And I think if he fades 1 draw, like, we can probably win. But yeah, we'll see. This is, like, what is this? What are you doing Sawbones for, man? Just let it die. Nice. This hand plays. He's playing Chum from hand. Interesting. Oh, fucking A. He does have a tipple. So... He chums. It's probably a gold swing. I'd like to stop it. I think I can. So what's up? We can do... We have Skizzix in deck, don't we? Yeah, we have 1 in deck. So we're probably just committing this press into the Chum, I would imagine. We can also bounce Gone in a Flash. I think I'd like to Rush of Power, block on the Chum. So we'll take this. He does have a gold. I think this will end up being okay because we can do Serenade plus press into the Chum, and then Gone in a Flash, bounce it back with Volteris, and that's probably enough, I think, for this turn cycle. We'll probably leak some damage, but him having an arsenal here is very scary. Like, this is a really good time for him to do Chum. Skizzic's supposed to go into Sawbones. You might be right. We'll see if it ends up mattering. Because I'm pretty sure it did just trade for a D-React. Or maybe not. Yeah, I traded for the Sink Below. So Embodiment Skizzic. See what he wants to do here. If he does Chum here, it's like whatever. I'll send this into Guy. And this is getting pressed. But yeah, I mean this is gonna be fine here. Like, we kind of get to do our Gone in a Flash plus bounce. He wants to pitch, I guess. Okay. Oh, Rigor Mortis. Come on, man. That's a good one. But we do have armor still, so I also have no way of zapping the Sawbones, or the one cost allies, I'm pretty sure. Do you react for this, of course? It might have been worth actually. When he plays this out, I just bounce it back instantly, so he doesn't get the trigger to what's it called? Um, destroy the top. Okay, this hand plays if we can keep it. Actually, this hand's quite strong. Okay, so it's just swing this. Interesting. So this has to attack a hero, right? What's the plan here? We can do make embodiment. That's an option. And swing this. And that'll make another embodiment. In that case, I don't think this card's particularly useful right now, so I think we were just probably blocking with it. It might also come up where the flow state embodiment is not very useful either. So I think we'll just do it like this. Just kind of playing into his mid-range plan, which is not ideal, but the Sigil of Arteris pops. This could be important chip damage. See what happens. If he pitches into it, I think this turn gets a lot worse. Okay, he does take it. That's good for us. So we got this. We'll send this face, as we want this trigger. Nice, it does trigger. That's good for us. And he is going to take this damage. Interesting. Now, do we send Gone in a flash? That is the question. I think he's ally-less. We could just kill this Rigor Mortis with the sword. He's down 2 Fearless, so I'm not exactly scared of the third one. But do we want to keep this Gone in a flash for next turn? I think we probably don't want to leave him with 5 cards right now. He's been through 1 Conqueror. Yeah, I don't think I want to keep this Gone in a flash. We have Tunic up too. Next turn. Okay, this trades for a Loan Shark. And we're just gonna kill this Rigor Mortis. Okay. We do have Arcanic Reproach here. But it looks like he can block, so it looks like we're just gonna have to block out here and probably play the Flittering Charge. Do I want to go to 1? I don't think I have a choice, to be honest. Do I want to give Tunic to stop the gold, though? That's an important question. And I think... Oh, it doesn't matter. He's not getting a gold when this hits. Yeah, it might just be a go to 1 angle, I think. Let's do it. Cool. It was just 3 card for Boat. That's probably the best we can ask for at this point. We're going to Flittering Charge. The Sigil of Lightning is converting into a Sword Swing, which is pretty good. Hopefully this is hard to block for him. We'll see what happens. I do have ways of zapping him on his turn. Oh, no, I don't. I actually used to pull my Sigil of Voltaris. And I'm pretty sure I'm down 1 Arcanic Reproach. So we'll see what happens. I mean, if he goes to 1, he could be in some danger. Okay, we're going to... He does give me threats here. That's pretty good. He's been pretty starved for allies this game. This is gonna have to trade for another card. Okay, he does quick dodge this. That's pretty sweet. We're actually not in a bad spot right now if we can block whatever he sends. Here's Leyline. Are you serious? Okay, I mean, we just have to block 4, which we can do. Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty simple. We just do this. He has nothing else he can do. We might actually steal this game from Gravy Bones, I'm not gonna lie. Can we do it? I think so. So we're gonna Grasp here. For sure. And then we're going to discharge, send this second strike. Like, he has to AB this, I think. Yep, he does. Probably just pitch an ally. It makes sense. And this is coming in for 6, and we're going to swing sword. I'm pretty sure we're taking his whole hand here, unless he has the D-react. What you got? Okay, Sync's pretty good. So he's not dead. He can let this sword connect and just AB. But he's going to give me a card. All right, I mean, I think we might run away with it. Like, we still have Greaves up. Oh, this is not a good hand. We are going to have to... I mean, it probably strips his hand, right? We're just going to have to play this out for the embodiment. And buff attack. But... we are able to... I don't think we do grasp here. I think we just want to save this to make an embodiment on the back end. Cool. So Volteris will net us a flow here. This will do its thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're stripping his hand again. Cool. What do you got for me? Nice. All right. And then we just set Serenade with an embodiment up. Like, come on, we gotta win this game, right? Okay, I think this does it. I'm pretty sure this does it. We're going to probably Serenade first. I'm not actually sure. That seems right. I don't think we do, actually, because we can just send this whole hand anyways. I think we need to save this. This is not your list, Shane. This is a list playing a lot more instants. I'll show you after. But we're just going to... I think this does it. We'll do this. Okay, Blood in the Water. We're going to Serenade now. Embodiment buff. We're going to use this. Do this. Okay. It's going to Gravy. Go to 1. This gets his last card, and I think we fucking sort him per game. Okay! Yo, like the stream for Instant Aurora. We're undefeated today. Dude, this kind of went crazy. I'm not going to lie. I mean, this wasn't like the most insane Gravy game ever, but like he did conk me twice. He had a pretty strong chum, and he had 5 gold at one point. So like, I mean, that was a pretty solid game, I will say. Like, I would say my favorite card here was definitely the Flittering Spike. This went insane. And we had flow whenever we needed it. Like, actually being able to use hero power was kind of insane. This was fucking dog shit, and drawing 3 Sigil Volteras at the same time was not ideal. I'll say it makes sense that the instant version can draw the Runeblade hands a little more often, but this felt really good. Like, this felt kind of insane, I'm not gonna lie. And we played so many 3 blocks, like 3 block, 3 block, 3 block. This is a 3 block that we're not normally playing. The the quick strike cards are all 3 blocks. This is insane. That just showed me Gravy is bad if Aurora can now beat him. I mean, I'm an aggro deck. It makes sense to me that I can actually just, like, take down Gravy Bones. Yeah, I want to load this up again. Just see how it goes. This kind of felt really strong, I'm not going to lie. But I mean, I guess I did draw the press with this, which is pretty good. Sure, I'll play against Slippy. I think I'd like to be on the crown this game. Plus Grasp. We'll run some D-Reacts. Maybe like this. And I think I'll take out, like, the more ambitious stuff. I think I'd like to be on Carapace in this matchup, actually, and just take out all the 1 costs. Maybe not this one. But, like, this can come out. These can come out. Play these over Arcanic Reproach, I think. I don't want to set up too many blues. Probably this. Well, let's see. So if we side like this, we're on 5, 7, 8 blues. Is that enough? I feel like it might be. Yeah, let's run this, see what happens. Cool. All right, this hand's broken. Set this. Oh my goodness, dude. What is happening? This is just 4 4 4 4 4 plus a sword. That seems pretty good. This is gonna be a 22 value hand if I can actually get value out of these D reacts. Creep. Sure. I don't think I care. Kiss of Death. Okay. I don't think I care about this either yet. Obviously, he flicks this. Gets a fuck ton of value. Okay, I don't. Yeah, this is fine, I think. Maybe I should have. I definitely should have done Shelter or discard on the last Chain Link. That's a mistake. But it's fine. I just save it for next turn or something. He's on the Boots of Omnis Warden to me. I definitely want to keep this D-React. Cool, and now we can just kind of shit on him slightly. This is definitely the most fun version of the deck I've played so far today. The instants are really sweet. Create an embodiment, search for Skizzik. We'll just do that. Send it. Like to leave some damage and just not fucking 8,000 D-Reacts. Cool. Big embodiment, Skizzik. This is just so OP. Like, you just block down to this card. You send it. You get a Sword Swing always. That sounds fair. Get in the Scorpio. He's keeping 4 cards though, so. Okay, I mean, here's another. I mean, there's no instance or like real blues in this, but it's still a strong hand. This is definitely a Skyward Serenade diff, I think. This might just be a 3 block though, to be honest. So we'll see what happens. I probably should have given it on the Infect now that I think of it. Okay, I do actually get another chance to block this. So we're blocking this to get the 3 value because we have enough action points to send this whole hand and the sword, but not this as well. So we're just gonna get this value. Then the sword's gonna get us the rest. Beat Madness, we kept the D-React for some bullshit like this. Excellent. We can actually also... no, we just want the Skizzik embodiment, I think. Current Funnel broken card. With our Flittering Charge and the Sword Swing here. This is going pretty well so far. We're not in any danger of Codex. We have the Crown. Actually, we are in danger of Codex, but because of the Frailty. But something that's really interesting is if we draw the Arcanic Reproach at some point. What the fuck? Lose all hero card abilities? I think I'm okay with that. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't going to use it anyway, so I think I'm totally fine with this. Jesus Christ. Actually, this is fine. I mean, you just done 3 card 9. I probably was not blocking that shit anyways. This hand sucks. It's not good. I think I wouldn't actually mind using my Sync here to just find anything better than this. This is not better. And we get fucking T-Tox. God damn it. This sucks without a blue. I think I'm literally just going to send 6 damage here and cry. Yeah, getting T-Tox was not ideal, but it is what it is. It was only 3 value, so whatever. This hand is... Oh, this hand doesn't play either. Fuck. We know it's Leave No Witnesses on top. I think I just block. Yeah. As much as I can. Get flicked here. I don't have any non-attacks in this hand, so this is not that crazy yet. But he is going to get the Blood Splatter Vest trigger. And I'm getting Orb Weavered. This is fine, I think. I'm just going to block 6. God damn it. And this is Leave No Witnesses, so I am actually going to have to Crown here. Hopefully we go into an instant. Very well. I think I'm just going to send 4 damage. I'm actually kind of in danger now, not being able to send like a crazy hand. But I have some armor, and it's definitely nice that that hand was just all 3 blocks, so it's cool. Okay, here we go. So, what's up with this? I think we give the Arcanic Reproach here. Yeah. Another thing we can do is pop Lightning Greaves to curve out this Volteris. Get a Sword Swing out of it. That might be pretty good. So we're going to do this. We're going to block like this. If he pumps it, I have the D-React. We don't really need this right now. Okay, he is going to mark me. And it is stained, so we do have this, thankfully. Cool. We are getting Codexed, though. That is not good. And there's nothing I can do about this, unfortunately. Ugh. Dude. Give me a break. Yeah, that is devastating. Especially using Gone in a Flash off the top. That is really not good. So I guess we'll just make a chant and fucking lose now. Our first loss to Slippy. Are we serious? Here's Body. I don't want you to draw cards, so here's my armor. Hopefully it's all attacks. Yeah, well. Oh, relax. What the fuck, man? At least I don't... Oh, I am dead to Flick Knives, actually. He just didn't play it? That's interesting. Alright, well, I should be dead right now, but I am not. So, we'll run with it. I cannot... I mean, if I have a chance to kill him, then whatever. But this game should be over. We shall see what happens. I'm going to Lightning Press. Okay. Here's this. I think I want to break the chain so he can't... Oh, he can still actually do this, so I'm just going to do this. I shouldn't break the chain here. So we'll take this, take the ping. He's just like fucking toggled off, I guess. I don't know what this guy's doing. Okay, I mean, yeah, we can undo, but I should be on long gone by now. Yes, sure. Alright, yeah, I'm definitely dead now. Oh, he reveals Codex. I'm gonna walk through here. Just flick, man. What are you slow rolling me for? Thank you. Jesus. Alright, we take our first loss. Definitely the disruption did not line up how we would like it to. We got juiced by a couple of things, but that's just kind of the nature of Slippy, I suppose. This did not feel great this game, I will say. We did have some pretty strong turns, it says. That was definitely more so the zero cost cards, though. So watch out to clear. Fuck no. Cool. So I think that is pretty much the testing that I wanted to do on these three versions. This one's obviously the best one, I think. But this one didn't feel that bad. I think there's something here with the instance, seriously. The Arcanic Reproach and the blue stuff specifically didn't feel that great, but I think this card's actually solid. And anytime we get to do Gone in a Flash bounce back to hand seems really strong. I did miss the NIMBY stuff in here, though. So I can't decide. I mean, they all feel similar power level. Maybe the blue version, like that's playing the NIMBY plus the the actually bigger blue base can be quite strong. But the quick strike cards don't really feel like they're any better than just building a regular red line list. My favorite card so far today, though, is the Snitching Sprite specifically. That is pretty sweet. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to test today. I think I'm gonna end the stream there. Guys, really, thank you so much for hopping in. I know it's mostly my friends here today, but at some point later, if anyone watches this back, really thanks for tuning in. It was a lot of fun, even if I was just talking to myself most of the time. But yeah, thanks for all the stream likes. Thanks for stopping in. I'll probably, you know, try and see if I can like get another one of these going this week or whatever, and yeah, just keep it going from there and see what happens. So that's about it for now. Thanks, guys. Bye bye.